Hello and welcome back to our little project to get this old Yamaha SA-30T back into playing order. I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone who's watched so far and for the comments that have been made. I'm doing this just because I haven't seen much of the inner workings of these kind of guitars around, and so I'm going to share what I'm finding out as I go. So at the moment we're still waiting on getting the test pickup cover printed to check I've got the spacing right. I've made a few amends. I managed to finally figure out how to get the curved edges on the pickup, so hopefully it won't need too much post work once it's been printed. And the reason I haven't done an update in a little while is because not only did I have to wait for stuff to get done, I also got COVID and also sliced my finger whilst cutting vegetables to make dinner the other week, and so I've been waiting for that to heal before getting into too much stuff. But the good news is we have parts for the vibrato. They've arrived, courtesy of the supposed Stringmeister, so we can get that installed today and have a look at how that works. And I'm just going to start putting things back together as well, and I think we also might see if we can get a little bit of a look inside the body before I screw everything up, like the output jack cover and all that kind of stuff. Alright, let's get looking. Here is a view of inside the body. This is looking from down by the output jack cover. Just having a look, you can see some of the pots and the wiring there. Yep, fully hollow, with the two braces running across the top, but no bracing on the back. And hopefully I'll be able to take the wiring out of this opening here, rather than having to try and go through the pickup holes. You might just be able to see here that we also have the little plastic coverings that take over the F-holes in here. They're not actually open. There is a little plastic thing hanging off of the back, in theory, to help reduce feedback. Alright, so we've remounted the bridge pickup to its pickup surround. I've re-put the output jack, screwed that back in, right way around this time. I'm going to leave the neck pickup off, at least for a little while, because I've got the pickup cover over at my desk. I'm making sure that I've got all of the holes in the right spot, as, you know, we're talking very small measurements, and I'm not very good at 3D modeling, so, you know, here's what it is. But what I have got is the vibrato. So let's reinstall that. Time to reinstall the vibrato. So we've got three main bits here. We've obviously got the arm, we've got a spring, and we've got this little bolt here which has been threaded through a coin, which is basically going to be holding on to our dimple here so it can hold the spring in place, and then the arm goes on here. Now what I hadn't realized until this arrived is that there's actually, not only when they changed the running specs on the SA-30 to add the neck binding and the little thumbnail pickups, thumbnail inlays, as well as the metallic pickup covers, they also changed the vibrato assembly. The earlier ones actually don't have this wood veneer panel here. It's a sticker on top of metal. It actually was open, and you can see the finish of the guitar through, and I just hadn't really picked that up on looking at photos. I had noticed that, of course, that this one, unlike some of the earlier ones, does not have the Yamaha badge there. I just thought maybe it had come off and had just been polished smooth. But no, a few small minor differences. But we have the arm here, which has got a couple of nuts for this bolt here. So we have obviously comes in here. We've got a washer. We've got our first nut. And we've got our nut to go on the end. And then, actually just by finger tightening, that's gotten pretty good and solid, but we'll just give a gentle turn like that. And yeah, we have a vibrato arm, which matches beautifully. And then for the other pieces, we've just got this bolt here. Has this little, originals came with a disc, but the supposed string maestro has used a coin or similar to do that. And basically you can just adjust this up and down, because what happens is this sits here, the spring sits on top of it. It's hard to do when you're trying to keep everything visible for the camera. And there we go, we have wibbly-wobbly. And so I can adjust how much tension I have once we're strung up by adjusting the disc there, and that'll give me more play or less play. And there we go. Now I'm not going to string it up today. I'm still wanting to get the pickup covers sorted, and I'm still waiting on new tuners from a mate, and I need to do the electronics first. But if we zoom out and around, now all of a sudden it looks a lot more like a guitar again. So we're pretty close. Where to from here? I'm assuming it's probably going to take me another week or so to get the initial test fit pickup cover printed, and if that's the case, then I should be able to find out if it's going to work. If it works, then amazing, we can start getting into getting them properly printed in resin and finished. And then, yeah, it's in pretty much ready to go. I mean, I have to do a bit of a setup on it as well, which is again, not my strong suit, but it should be hopefully playable within a couple of weeks. I'm doing this slowly. I'm not an expert in any stretch of the, by any stretch of the definition. I'm just doing this because I thought this would be a beautiful thing to do, and a beautiful guitar to have once it's all finished and ready to go. I'm also doing these videos just off the cuff. I could be trying to be more prepared and have a script and all this kind of stuff, but to be honest, I would probably never get it done if that was the case. And if that was the case, well, then I don't know if I'd ever even get the guitar finished. So, quick and dirty video, speaking off the cuff, means that I actually have the impetus to get this going, and hopefully, yeah, it'll be ready to go soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully be back soon with some new pickup covers.